a newer poem. It's called Love Letter to Rush Limbaugh. I want to apologize to all the Rush Limbaugh fans out there in the audience right now. Rush Limbaugh, allow me to boil your blood and give it back to you slowly, to explain to you how birth control actually works. As president of NASA, I nominate Rush Limbaugh to do some revolutionary space experiment that will ultimately result in the loneliest space death imaginable. If only Rush Limbaugh had been mistaken for Laika. We should invest in the technology that would allow us to go back in time and mistake Rush Limbaugh for Laika. Rush Limbaugh should have been the poor, unsuspecting dog shooting into space, falling victim to an intense pressure that literally sucks away at the misogyny that is, evidently, the glue of his seedy, unfortunate brain. Rush Limbaugh should dedicate his wildly offensive body to science. Should we study his misogyny in labs? No. We should give him the #1 radio show in America. Good job, America. On Rush Limbaugh's website, there is a picture of him smoking a cigar, wearing an expensive watch and polo shirt, blowing smoke out of his mouth like a fat, dumb dragon, and looking like he truly does not give a shit, truly embodying the American dream aesthetic as understood by millions of frat boys across the country. And I imagine somebody looking at this picture, ready to purchase a Rush Limbaugh coffee mug from a convenient online gift shop located in the upper right-hand corner, and thinking to themselves, God damn, this guy really gets me. My relationship with my father is entirely contingent on my denial of his love of the Rush Limbaugh show, and my denial of Limbaugh's book on his shelf called The Way Things Ought to Be. Honestly, who writes a book called The Way Things Ought to Be? Why not just jerk off to your own reflection and call it a New York Times bestseller? If I had the audacity to write a book called The Way Things Ought to Be, it would be about how a book with that title ought never to exist. But lo and behold, there it is on my dad's bookshelf, Limbaugh's greasy, hellish face bracing the jacket of this shitty artifact of best-selling 90s literature, his almighty bullshit parading in small font under the guise of profound wisdom. Rush Limbaugh, allow me to be a woman in America, a woman in the world. I am the feminazi that you love to lament. I have wild and ambitious dreams for women everywhere. For instance, I want my children to grow up in a world where a brunette woman can be on Fox News. I want my children to grow up in a world where there isn't a news network that might as well literally be a continuous program of white men in suits vomiting on expensive desks. Or at least in a world where such a network does not exclusively claim the slogan of fair and balanced. Let's call it what it is, vomit on desks. Okay. I don't know how this one's going to go.
Wow.
This is, I was up till, I don't sleep. I was up till like 3 in the morning last night, tweeting back and forth with my friend, who's an aspiring comedian, about yogurt and about sex, and this is what resulted. The name of the poem is, How Dare You Accuse Me of Using My Bachelor's Degree to Sit Around and Tweet About Masturbation. I also do yogurt tweets. How dare you accuse me of using my bachelor's degree to sit around and tweet about masturbation? I also do yogurt tweets. I like my men like I like my Icelandic yogurt, bitter and thick with no other redeeming qualities. I like my men like I like my Chobani yogurt, indecisive about whether or not they're primarily milk or fruit goo, frequently on sale. I like my men like I like my yogurt tweets, unsatisfying, no one's favorite, fleeting. I like my orgasms like I like my yogurt, attempted with a cold spoon in the morning all alone in bed. I like my orgasms like I like my digestion, due to yogurt. Thank you.